USA with their big victory over Team Canada. 12-1 victory. Man, Alex, that poor 19-year-old teenager was used as a punching bag for this Team USA offense that finally has arrived to the tournament. We have so much to cover today. Obviously, everything that just happened in the Team USA game. It was an incredible game all around. Team USA needed that. The other games from around the tournament, a lot happened today. A lot of good things for Team USA. Some signings. It was a really cool day around the World Baseball Classic, but this Team USA game is what was huge. We're live post-game. It just ended a second ago. They looked awesome.
They looked exactly how we expected them to look right out of the gates. And I don't want to say poor 19-year-old Canadian pitcher, because we went into this game in our pregame show saying if they don't put up, I think you said 10 runs off this guy in the first inning, they were close. They put up 9. Then what are we doing here?
Yeah.
Are we actually going to wake up and make a run here at the World Baseball Classic? And I don't know, Ben. We had you pretend like you were going into the clubhouse before the game started in the pregame show and give a pump-up speech. And I think they listened to you.
Alex, I think Team USA might have been watching live as they went out to take the field because my pregame pump-up speech seemed to work. Let's play that back now. Let's listen to it again. You know what? I'm looking at these guys and I'm saying, we got our ass kicked last night. And it was embarrassing. This locker room is full of Hall of Famers, MVPs, plenty of future Hall of Famers, and we got our ass kicked last night. We're facing, no discredit to this starting pitcher tonight, a 19-year-old single-A pitcher. If we don't put a 10 spot up on this guy in the first couple of innings, it's going to be another embarrassment. We need to dominate this team. That's what needs to happen. We're the damn United States of America.
Woo!
This is America's pastime.
Let's go.
Have some pride and do it for the red, white, and blue.
Yeah.
Let's go.
You nailed it.
I think they listened.
I got pumped up again just listening to it.
And they came out and put up a 9 spot in the first inning. 9 runs in an inning, ties for the most in an inning ever in World Baseball Classic history. And 9 runs in the first inning is the most runs in any first inning in World Baseball Classic history. Look, this is what needed to happen.
It had to happen.
This is what Team USA was supposed to do. This is what they've needed to do. And of any day, this was the most important because we're going to cover everything that happened today. But Team Colombia did lose, meaning Team USA controlled its own destiny.
Yeah.
Finally, again, and this was the performance, the first inning out, they do what they did, put up 9 runs. It was across the board. Everybody was dominating. Mike Trout, he was my player of the game prediction. 3-run homer, Captain America, saluting around the bases. I was pumped up watching it, but really everybody in this lineup tonight. And this is what was cool to see because it felt like for a while with this team, there was maybe one guy going a game, Nolan Arenado in the first game, Tim Anderson in the second game, and then this game, everybody chipped in and looked good at the plate.
Now, we mentioned 3 things that Team USA needed to do in order to bounce back, right? The first one was find that energy, which they did. They came out and scored 9 runs in that first inning, right? Pitching must be better was the second one. Lance Lynn was lights out. He was my player of this game. I said he needed to come out. He needed to set the tone. He went 5 innings, gave up 2 hits, 1 earned run, no walks, and 6 strikeouts. But the most important thing is he had that kind of FU attitude.
That's him.
That I'm going to do my business. I don't care like what's going on over there. And it was incredible. And then finally, the third one is that they had to hit the baseball. As you mentioned, Mike Trout finally woke up. And then my person to watch in the lineup in the beginning of the pregame show was Mookie Betts, saying he had to get things going. And he led off the game with a single, ended up going 2 for 3 on the night.
I think it might have taken a little bit, like I mentioned it in the pregame show, this team just kind of felt like it was going through the motions, like, okay, we're in a pool that we will easily get out of.
Yeah.
We'll be fine, and then we'll turn it up a notch when we're facing the Dominican or Puerto Rico or Venezuela, whoever they would play in that next round. And then they get punched in the face and they come out. This is the way you want to respond. I was disappointed last night. As you know, as everybody that was listening knows, I was disappointed in Team USA. It was embarrassing to watch. And this is how you have to respond.
Yeah.
You got punched in the face. What are you going to do? Well, you're going to score 9 runs in the first inning, and Mike Trout's going to come out and Captain America and do what he does best. It was awesome to see that. They looked great. Our players of the game prediction, Mike Trout and Lance Lynn, I honestly don't know how you pick between those two.
Yeah.
Because Lance Lynn did exactly what Team USA needed. They needed pitching, and they needed runs to be at a minimal because, well, this is, if tiebreakers come into it, you just got to limit other teams. Forget about the tiebreaker now at Team USA. It's about winning games. We needed a pitcher that would go out there, get some innings, and limit the other team. Lance Lynn did that. I said he was going to take the mound with an FU attitude that Team USA desperately needed. He did. He told Mark DeRosa before the game, I can get you 5 innings. I'm going to get you 5 innings. And that's what he did. As you mentioned, Alex, he went 5 innings, 2 hits, only 1 earned, struck out 6. And what I liked, no walks. It seemed like a lot of these pitchers for Team USA were kind of all over the place. Understandable early in spring training, as you remember. Well, middle of spring training, I guess, at this point, but they're not in regular season form. Seeing Lance Lynn come out with that attitude he had today, I almost think in a tournament like this, you need an attitude like Lance Lynn took the mound with. Everybody did their part, and Captain America Mike Trout did what one of the best of all time does, and it's say, okay, I'm going to get my team under control. I'm going to lead by example. Here's a 3-run bomb.
I loved it. And he also scored twice in the first inning. But I got a question about Lance Lynn. Because he pitched tonight and we are this late in pool play, is there a chance we see him if Team USA makes it to semis and final?
Yeah, so he pitched on tonight, as we're recording now, immediately post-game. Today's the 13th, right? If you fast forward 5 days, which is what would happen in a regular season, that's the 18th. If you say 6 days, that's the 19th. The tournament's still ongoing. So I could imagine a world in which Lance Lynn absolutely starts the championship game if Team USA gets to it.
I mean, from what we've seen so far, he is their best pitcher they have right now, and he has the right attitude and everything this team needs to set the tone. That's why I'm asking. I'm like, if they get to the final, man, we need Lance Lynn on the mound.